time I close my eyes. Every time I close my time I close my eyes. Every time I close my eyes.
Love a zombie.
Yeah, big up, guys. Afternoon, everyone. Afternoon. Hope you're all doing good. And yeah, welcome in. And as Amrish says here, like and subscribe, people. Like and subscribe. Big up, David. Thank you very much, my friend. Big up to you. Yeah, big up to everyone in chat. Hope you're all doing well. Nice to see you all here this afternoon. Do appreciate it. I know I don't usually go live in the afternoon that much, but you know, there's news that's come out in the wonderful world of Liverpool, and obviously the Deloitte Financial League, or whatever you want to bloody call it, as it made its way out, and the Football Money League has been published, and there's a lot of discrepancies in it. I'm going to read you a big Fred Barmo chat as well, who is a financial expert. So we're going to read his thread on Twitter in a minute, guys, and what he has to say about it. The main thing of it all is that Liverpool's wage bill has increased by 14 million quid when we've signed nobody, and we let go of 4 players that are on less wages than the players that we brought in. So I don't know. We're going to have a chat about it. The one thing about it, though, is good. I think we broke over the £700 million mark, £716 million, something like that, for revenue of 23-24 season. That is only 2 million short of Arsenal, who's 7th above us. We're 8th in the list. And that's without Champions League football. So Liverpool turned over £700 million worth of revenue without being in Champions League football. We are massive. If you put Champions League revenue on top of that, probably takes up to probably where PSG and Man City are, 2nd and 3rd. If you put Champions League revenue on top of that. So that Champions League revenue, which we know is over £100 million worth of extra revenue, Liverpool still managed to get 700 million. So we are massive. There's no doubt about it. We are huge. But, and here's the big but, how did our wage bill increase by 14 million quid? Now, we're going to talk about that. We're going to chat about it. And also, we're going to chat about people subscribing as well. Much love. Also going to chat about, oh, this is funny. We're going to chat about the apparent rumours of Trent Alexander-Arnold wanting Jude Bellingham money. And if anyone knows, Jude Bellingham is on €400,000 a week at Real Madrid. I don't know what that works out in pound. Maybe someone could do the math for me. But Jude Bellingham is on €400,000 a week at Real Madrid. And the apparent rumour is Trent has been offered numerous contracts, but apparently he wants Jude money. Who knows? These are rumours. We'll talk about it. I don't know if it's true or not, but we'll chat about that as well. So now we're going to chat about this. So I'm going to read the chapter thread that he put out online on Twitter today. It's going to take for interesting reading. So the Deloitte Football Money League has been published, and for the first time, some of Liverpool Football Club's key figures for the 23-24 season have been revealed. The major talking point will relate to the wage bill, which saw an increase when it was expected to drop off notably. In the 23-24, the club finished in 8th place overall, but the results reveal that the turnover actually increased when compared to the 22-23 revenue was expected to have dropped with no Champions League that season. The report currently presents all figures in euros, but based on the published exchange rate, the club's revenue up to 614 million, up 20 million from 22-23 to 594 million. One of the big movers with Arsenal, with a turnover of 1,616 million, Champions League money prize increased. Commercial revenue saw then top Liverpool for the first time since 16-17. City's turnover was 715 million. United's was 662 million, both based on official accounts. Spurs 529 million and Chelsea 469 million. According to the report, the 614 million is broken down as commercial revenue was 295 million, broadcast revenue was 206 million, and match day revenue was 113 million. The accounts were published in early March and are likely to show a slightly different split because the club's definition of commercial and that of Deloitte's slightly differs. The breakdown does reveal the wage bill in 23-24 equipped to 63% of turnover. So the breakdown of our wage bill equated to 63% of our turnover, which would amount to £387 million. This marks a £14 million increase when compared to 22-23. For clarity, the wage bill covers all players and staff within the club. Wow. So this is mad. Big up everyone in chat. We're going to chat about this when I've finished here. This is a big surprise and makes no sense. We know that player deals are heavily incentivized with substantial bonuses related to Champions League participation. This was evidenced in the 17-18 season when the clubs returned to the competition that sealed season concealed with a near 50% increase in the wage bill. In summer 2023, we saw the departures of James Milner, Naby Keita, the Ox, Bobby Firmino, and Fabinho, and the club's former captain all leave. Their combined costs would have run into the tens of millions. We did see the arrivals of McAllister, Szoboszlai, Gravenberch and Endo, but none of them would come to the levels of salaries earned by a number of the after-mentioned former players. Furthermore, during the 23-24, not one first-team player renewed their contract, and Gerald Kwanzaa and Conor Bradley's promotions to the first-team squad saw them rewarded with new deals, but their improved wages would barely have registered a blip on the radar. Worth nothing that both Spurs and Chelsea's wage bills did drop in 23-24. They, like Liverpool, fell out of the Champions League due to finishing outside the top four in 22-23. So given all that, many questions about the wage bill will now arise. Not least, who else was added to the wage bill during the 23-24 result in an overall £14 million increase, when it otherwise should have dropped by not a considerable amount. Despite whatever questions and security we have over the wage bill arises, as a private limited company, the club is under no obligation to share any more details about wage costs, though may choose to use carefully selected mainstream media outlets to put out some PR spin. Yeah, man. You hearing all this, guys? You're hearing all this? You're hearing all this? Again, I will say that bit again. Despite whatever questions and scrutiny over the wage bill may arise, as a private limited company, the club is under no obligation to share any more details about wage costs, though may choose to use carefully selected mainstream media outlets to put out some PR spin. Okay. On a more positive note, the club should be applauded for achieving record-breaking revenue despite the loss of Champions League participation. That's what I was just saying. It shows how big the football club is. In particular, the continued growth of commercial revenue is highly impressive. Kudos to Ben Lately, Katie Pratt, and the team. This all suggests that this season's revenue should be in and around the 700 million mark, which would see the club finish in the top six of next year's Money League, or top four if you exclude those from artificial inflated commercial revenue, allegedly. There you go. There you go, guys. What do we think? What do we think? Why has the wages gone up 14 million quid? We weren't in the Champions League. We was in the Europa League. So there's no Champions League bonuses on top of their wages. No Champions League bonuses on top of their wages. No player contracts have been re-signed. Some of our better players all left. Bobby Firmino, Henderson, Thiago, Naby Keita and the Ox, all on big wages. They left. Gravenberch, Endo, McAllister, Szoboszlai are not going to probably mount to what they were earning. So why is there a £14 million increase? Why is there a £14 million increase? Russell says basically bonuses, wages go out every year. Apparently not. So apparently that year that is on about, not this year, it's the 23-24 season. The 23-24 season, Liverpool weren't in Champions League, so there was no bonuses. I mean, it's so it bonus is it's mad. It's absolutely mad. Realism says gravity's on 150, 160, 160, 140, 120, and that's when they start every year. So that had been their first year, yeah. So a £14 million increase. We've got to remember this is at 23-24, not 24-25 season. So Graham, Bircham, McAllister, Nunez, Sabosai all joined in the 23-24 season. Then wages are not as high, probably as Fabinho and Thiago's. I think Ox was on about 150 in a way. Henderson would have been about 150, 160. Cater's probably in the hundreds. So even if you do like for like, there's still a £14 million raise in wages, and there was no Champions League football. Remember, guys, this is 23-24 season. It's got nothing to do with this season. It's got nothing to do with this season. Again, a Europa League bonus is not going to be the same as a Champions League bonus, is it? So it wouldn't mount up the 14 million quid extra. Remember, it's the 23-24 season, guys. It's not this year. It's 23-24 season. Any chance you can change the spelling from saw to saw? Oh, yeah. I see what you mean now. Yeah, I put S-A-W, didn't I? That is very true. Richard Hughes joined in June. Michael Edwards joined in June the 1st. They all came in on June the 1st. So, look, I don't know where the £14 million has come from. Yeah, apparently it's verified, Magnus, yeah. I know they do staff wages included, but you can't, like... So I was just talking to someone on Twitter about this, about Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards and Slot coming in and Slot staff coming in the beginning of June. Would that affect this way? Would that affect this year or next year's? And like, no one knew. There's no 1 year increase, RJ. There's no 1 year increase. Salah, Virgil, Ali, Trent on big money with a year-on-year increase. No, there's no year-on-year increase. It's the same wages that they've always been on. There might be a year-on-year increase on bonuses, but we weren't in the Champions League. We weren't in Champions League. We weren't in the Champions League then. So it's a weird one if you're wondering where your money's going, I suppose. I'm not sure. So I read this bit again, this quote here. So given off all of that, many questions about the wage bill will now arise, not least who else was added to the wage bill during the 23-24 to result in an overall £14 million increase, when it otherwise should have dropped by not a considerable amount. So what they're trying to say is who was added to that 23-24 wage increase? Salah's coffee shop. If Salah's coffee shop costs 14 million quid, then we've all got problems, man. So that's where I'm. Yeah, that's where I'm trying to. And what we're trying to work things out here. Yeah. So 23-24 season, Liverpool let go of Henderson, Fabinho, Thiago, Naby Keita. Who else left? Bobby Firmino. So all their wages came off the club. No one got a new contract. No one got a new contract. And the players we bought in, wage-wise, are almost like for like in wages. And we haven't got Champions League revenue that year. The only thing I can think of for the 23-24 season, that what they've done is Thiago, Bobby Firmino, Naby Keita, and the Ox all left at the end of the season, didn't they? I think they left at the end of the season, if I remember rightly. If that's the case, did they hold on to them wages when we still bought Szoboszlai, McAllister, Gravenberch and Endo? Did they hold on to the wages of the other guys while we bought the new guys in? Is that why there's an increase? And Klopp's wages, this is a fact as well. Klopp left. Slot is not that right. Here we right. Is that what they've done? Klopp left at the end of the season. Thiago left at the end of the season. Bobby Firmino left at the end of the season, if I remember rightly. No, their contracts ran out. So their contracts ran out in June, didn't they? Because their contracts ran out in June, and Matip left. Can't forget Joel Matip. Matip left as well. Did the club hold on to? Did the club put because their contracts ran out in June? Did the club put theirs in the financial? I'm not sure. Did they hold on to that and then put McAllister's and Szoboszlai's and all that in it at the same time? I don't know. It's interesting. I don't know, you know. Milner left as well. Milner was on like a lot, weren't he? No, Firmino left the season before, didn't he? Yeah. Hang on. Hang on. I want to work this out. All right. Who actually left our club in this season? The 23-24 season. So, where are we? Departures. So, Fabinho left in the 23-24 season. Jordan Henderson left in the 23-24 season. Bobby Firmino left, Naby Keita left, Ox left, James Milner left, Carvalho left, Sepp Vandenberg left. So Fabinho, Henderson, Naby Keita, Ox, James Milner, Carvalho and Sepp Vandenberg. They all left. Adrian left, Matip left. Adrian, Matip, Milner and Thiago. Big up, Rav. Kwanzaa's new contract won't be a blip. It's probably on like a couple of quid a week. Oh, big up, Steve. Yeah, we're going to talk about other stuff, man. I'm just trying to work stuff out, man. I'm just trying to work stuff out. It's just interesting. I just want to know where the extra £14 million in wages has come from. Because the problem is, and this is where I've got the problem with it, because people will start making up their own stories about where the 14 million quid is. And because FSG are in their right not to disclose, they're a private limited company. They don't have to disclose everything. They're in an absolute right not to disclose anything. So because they won't disclose everything, everyone's going to talk and chat about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's an interesting one. Obviously, it's wages low. It's not even anything. It's wages. It's wages, man. I've already messaged Mo Chatra about does Arne Slot and his team and Michael Edwards and everyone else there, do they count on the 23-24 or is that the 24-25 season? And they're not sure because it depends where they started and where it ended. I think the cut-off is June. So it all depends if they met the cut-off date or not. So I'm not sure. We could have put Klopp's wages and Slot's wages in at the same time. You know, it all depends when the cut-off was, when they take it from the 23-24 season to the 24-25 season. So it depends where the cut-off is. So they could have put Slot's wages and Klopp's wages all in the 23-24 season, if you know what I mean, because Slot came in June and then... So it could have been... I don't know. It all depends when the cut-off is, man. It all depends where the cut-off is. Yeah, Klopp's contract was massive. It was like 13-14 million pound a year. So, and Klopp had 2 years left on his deal, didn't he? Correct me if I'm wrong, but Jurgen have 2 years left on his deal? And because Klopp retired, you don't have to pay Klopp's contract up. Because Jurgen retired and left, the club don't have to pay up his contract. You only pay up their contracts, I believe, is when you sack them. So when you sack a manager, it's the only time when you have to pay up their contract. Otherwise, if Klopp had 2 years left and retired, they do. So what did they do with that 2 years left of money that Klopp was on? Where'd that 2 years go? So when Klopp left, he had 2 years left in his deal, I believe. So where did that go? Where's the 2 years left over gone? Where's that gone? Did they just give the 2 years to Arne, basically? Yeah, could have been. Could have been. Probably had to pay. The thing is that it's wages, guys. It ain't even like fees, it's wages. So the question, if the wage bills increase, why can't they pay the players the money they're asking for? Exactly, honestly. This is what I'm saying, man. It's all a bit, I don't get. I don't understand it. Do you know what I mean? Apparently, players' agent fees are not included in the wages, guys. Players' agent fees are not included in the wages. So I'm not sure. Apparently, they're not included in the wages, or players' agent fees are not included. That's a separate thing, apparently. Guys, I agree with all you guys saying here about the increase, maybe finishing top four again that year. The problem is, for the whole of 23-24, we was not in the Champions League, guys. There was no Champions League football. We were not in Champions League football. So the revenue would have gone down at least 100 million quid from not being in Champions League football. I think we forget how much revenue you get from just playing Champions League football every year. It's massive. It's absolutely huge. Champions League football is like, that's why owners are happy if a team gets fourth or third or second in the league, because revenue-wise and money-wise from Champions League football is just huge. So we weren't in the Champions League football. So the wages, apparently, according to some financial experts, the wages on the bonuses would have gone significantly down, because our club, we give incentive bonuses hugely on Champions League revenue. And because they weren't in the Champions League and they were in the Europa League, their bonuses would have gone heavily down. So even if everyone stayed on their basic wage, yeah, their bonuses would have gone down, and there's no Champions League revenue, but wages went up 14 million quid. I don't know. We're gonna have to fight. Like, it's gonna come out one day, I suppose. And so Mo Chatra put here as well, both Tottenham and Chelsea's wage bill in 23-24 went down because they weren't in Champions League football. Only Liverpool's went up without being in Champions League football. So Chelsea and Tottenham's wage bill from the year before went down because of no Champions League revenues. Liverpool's went up by 14 million quid without being in Champions League football. It's and as Mo Chatra says here, despite whenever questions and security over the wage bill may arise, as a private limited company, the club is under no obligation to share any more details about wage costs, though they may choose to use careful selected mainstream media outlets to put out some PR spin. So given all that, many questions, I read that bit. Furthermore, during the 23-24 season, not one first-team player renewed their contract. Kwanzaa and Conor Bradley's promotion to the first team saw them rewarded with new deals, but their improved wages would barely have registered a blip on the radar. We did see new arrivals in McAllister, Szoboszlai, Graham Endo, but none of them would have come in on the levels of salaries earned by a number of after-mentioned former players. In the summer of 2023, we saw the departures of James Milner, Naby Keita, the Ox, Bobby Firmino, Fabinho, the club's former captain, also leaving. The combined costs would have run in the tens of millions. The only other thing, right. This is the only other thing I can think of. This is the only other thing I can think of, unless FSG put themselves on the wages. It's the only other thing I can think of, maybe. Maybe FSG put themselves on the wages. Maybe. It's the only thing I can think. I'm not sure, guys. I'm not sure. It's a very strange one. There's no doubt about that, man. It's a very strange one. They count as staff. They do say, Liverpool do say, that the wage bill is consisted of players and staff. They do make a point of that. It's just not a player wage bill they count. It's staff as well. They do make a count of that. Now, if FSG count themselves as staff, maybe that's what it is. You know, that could be where the extra costs come from, man. You know, they if they put themselves in the staff, I don't know. D says, I'm an accountant and auditor, and it's sus, I can assure you. D, right, D, if you're an accountant and an auditor, my friend, would FSG count themselves as staff, and would they be able to put themselves on the wage bill? Just wondering. All football clubs and wage structures is players and staff. Yeah, it probably is. So player wages went down. So players' wages, right? This is the other thing we ain't looked at. If players' wages went down because there was no incentive bonuses because we weren't in the Champions League, and some of our big earners left the football club in 23-24, is it the staff prices that went up? Is that what went up? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Not sure, guys. Not sure. It's a weird one. A lot of people will have their say on it. And a lot of people will go, there's going to be a lot of rumours spreading and stuff like that. And I hear it. I get it. I just don't. I don't know. I don't want to say things that get me in trouble, to be fair. I really don't want to. I really don't want to go there. So let's talk about other stuff then. Apparently, let's talk about some Liverpool news. So apparently, Liverpool's most likely opponents in the Champions League round of 16 might be PSG. Now, Liverpool look like they're going to finish top of the Champions League group. We look like we're going to finish top of the Champions League group, which is amazing, for a brand new Champions League format. Liverpool finished on top of that. Beautiful stuff. I'd love to see it. Then, obviously, you play teams, I think, between 15th, 16th, 17th, and 18th if they win their playoffs. Whoever wins the playoffs out of them teams, the team in first place gets. At the moment, most people think the most likely team you'll get is PSG. I mean, like Trudon said, what's the point of finishing first? I expect no one thought people like Man City, PSG, and Real Madrid and Bayern Munich would actually be in them positions at the start of the Champions League season. I think everyone expected Liverpool, Arsenal, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Man City, PSG, all these teams would be like in the top 8 or 10 in the league, not them teams being 15th, 16th, 17th, and 18th. So with typical Liverpool luck, we completely romp the league phase. And go through maximum points, whatever you want. Looks beautiful, set a record, and then we get like a PSG or a Bayern Munich in the last 16. And someone like Man City, if they do qualify, will end up getting breast. Do you know what I mean? I bet you any money. I bet Man City qualify. I bet Man City beat Club Rouge in their last game. Finished 20th in the group stage, yeah? Finished 20th in the group stage, and then they go and get breast in the last 16. When we finish top of the league, and we get someone like PSG or Bayern Munich. Do you know what I mean? Like, it don't make sense. It don't make sense, man. It doesn't make sense. It shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen, but it looks like it might do. So, yeah, Liverpool have had a great Champions League year, by the way. Absolutely fantastic Champions League year. And yes, it's only the league stages, the knockout stages are where it matters, but I've been impressed with the way we've gone through this Champions League stage. I don't know about you guys. We've beaten AC Milan away from home. We've got to remember that. We've beaten by Leverkusen. Real Madrid. I think it's at Girona. Yeah, we've had some great results. We just beat Lille. Lille was on a 21 game unbeaten run, you know. So we've had some very, very good results in the Champions League this year, and I'm proper happy about it as well. So yeah, really good run so far in the Champions League. Really liking what I'm seeing. I'm not scared. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not scared of Gimme Breast, you know. I'm not scared of anybody in the Champions League. Yes, PSG and Bayern Munich are harder games than you'd want after finishing top of the league stage. You shouldn't be getting them teams, but we're going to. I'm not scared of them, guys. I honestly don't think Bayern Munich are that good. I know PSG looked good against Man City last night, but they were 2-0 down PSG. And I think if they played Liverpool, I think Liverpool beat PSG. I think Liverpool beat Bayern Munich as well, especially Bayern Munich. They play a very high line, Bayern Munich, under Vincent Kompany, and I think Liverpool would destroy Bayern Munich. I'm not scared of anyone in Europe, guys. I think Inter and Barcelona are our two hardest games in Europe. If we drew any of them, if we drew Inter Milan and Barcelona, I think they're the two teams that can give us the most damage. And Real Madrid, obviously, Real Madrid are a problem in Europe, no matter who you are. So they're the three clubs: Inter Milan, Barcelona, Real Madrid. I don't know if you guys agree, but yeah, they're the three teams, man, that I wouldn't want to play. And at this moment in time, does any club want to play Liverpool? Let's be fair here. Does any club want to play Liverpool? And I think finishing top of the league as well, we play every second leg all the way to the final at Anfield. I think that's one of the things. If you finish top of the league, every second leg, every knockout game you play, the second leg is always at home. So you have that home advantage. I know there's no away goals, but having a home advantage in the second leg always is better for you. So I'm not scared of anyone, man. I don't think teams want to play us right now. Do you? I don't think teams want to play us right now. And if we get every second leg all the way to the final and at Anfield, I fancy ourselves against anyone over two legs in Europe, man. Anyone. Give me those arrogant Arsenal. Do you Arsenal yesterday? Was it Julian on AFTV? It says we should have the Champions League trophy because we're unbeaten at home. I mean, these Arsenal fans, man. Yeah, these Arsenal fans, man. They literally came out yesterday. Julian on AFTV came out yesterday and said, we deserve the Champions League trophy because we're unbeaten at home. So fucking hell. They're a different kind of breed, man. They're a different kind of breed. There's no doubt about that. There is absolutely no doubt about that, man. Yeah, no doubt. It's cringe as fuck, man. It really is. It really is, man. It really is. Who's messaging me about me? Right, let's have a look here. So let's have a look at all the news going around the mighty Reds today. We just spoke about the Champions League stuff. So this is interesting. It's come out from Anfield Sector earlier. This came from Paul Goist as well, of the Liverpool Echo. So Liverpool are looking to expand their European scouting network. Why? We don't buy anyone. Firstly, why are we doing that? Why are we looking to expand our European... So Liverpool are looking to expand their European scouting network. Why? We don't buy anyone. What's the point? Now, honestly, when's the point of expanding our European scouting network when we buy no one? Oh, well, what's the point? What's the point? I reckon they're just getting cheap tickets to go to games, man, for monitoring purposes. Yeah. Owners, wage. Yeah, I hear you, Lakers, man. I hear you, man. It's for monitoring reasons. It's true, Ash, man. For monitoring reasons to buy the kids. Yeah, we get all the under 16-year-olds, ain't it? We're good at that. We're good at that. Getting all the under 16, under 15, under 14-year-olds to come to Liverpool's academy from European clubs. We're good at that, but we don't sign any stars. Jarrod, you know I'm having a laugh, man. I'm just chilling. I'm glad, look, to take jokes aside, I'm glad the club are trying to expand their European scouting network. I'm happy about that. But then I'll see what parts of Europe they want to scout. As part of FSG's expansion plans, that includes searching for another team to bring into a multi-club model. The Reds are also trying to bring in 3 scouts that will work across Northern and Western Europe. Right, there's no one in Northern Europe. Can we? It's not scout Northern Europe. Western Europe, I can hear you. Go down to Italy, Spain. Yeah. Northern Europe, no. No. But Western Europe, I hear you. There's nothing in Northern Europe. I could scout France. Ain't hard. Give me the job for 12 months. I will go and watch a load of games in the French league. No problem. Not difficult. But this is a part of it, guys. FSG's expansion plans include searching for another team to bring in the multi-club model. Now, we know Michael Edwards was brought in onto FSG. Remember, Michael Edwards works for FSG, doesn't work for Liverpool. He actually works for FSG, yeah? He was brought into FSG to look for a second club for the owners. That was his job, yeah? Yeah, that was then Sleepy Forest, man. That's what I'm saying. They've all gone. The good ones are gone, man. The good ones are gone. The good ones are gone. That's what I'm trying to say, man. Big up, Thomas. Don't search Greenland, you know. Yeah, unfortunately, Sleepy, the good ones are already gone, my friend. That's the problem. Yeah, get the likes up, Pete. I don't know what we're doing for likes. Got over 200 people in our house already. There's over 200 people here, so we should have 100 likes, guys. Come on, let's hit that like button. Let's get 100 likes in the house right now. Come on. Go for it. If you ain't hit that fun button underneath the video yet, please hit the fun button now and appreciate it. Right under there right now. If anyone's wondering about the Liverpool, the new Liverpool kit, I don't buy it from the club. This is £17. I bought this for 17 quid. Well, the wife did. All 3 kits were £17 each. Yeah, beautiful, man. Good quality. But yeah, so FSG looking to expand and still look for a multi-club model. That is what Michael Edwards was brought in for, to work for FSG for. That was his job. His main job at Liverpool is to look for a multi-club model and a second club. But Liverpool looking to expand their European scouting network. I'm into it. You know, I joke that I joke that we don't buy anyone, so what's the point? But I do want my club to scout. You know what I want to do? I want my club to scout South America, man. Like, that's what I want us to do. I know a lot of you guys in the chat will keep saying that as well. You know, we should be scouting the South American market a little bit more. You know, go and scout that. Go and scout it, man. Go and scout the South American market. South American market's there. Someone's skimming. They certainly are, my friend. They certainly are. Big up Simon in the house. Good afternoon, Jamie. When do you see FSG leaving? They're not come a flip for billions. They were lucky with Liverpool. But Jurgen Liverpool only worth 2 bills. Well, it's interesting about when I see FSG leaving. So John W. Henry and Tom Werner, I believe, are both 75 years old. I believe they're both 75 years old. Now, they've got a lot of clubs, you know, on the books already. I don't think they will be Liverpool owners. My guess is they will sell the club before they're 80. That's what I would say. I think they're 75 years of age now. I wouldn't be surprised if they look to sell the club before they're 80. because both of them being 80 years old, and that's a lot to run all them clubs, man. That's a lot. That's a lot to run all them clubs. So. The technical director, was brought in by Michael Edwards to search it. That was apparently the plan, Jamrock. So Michael Edwards was brought in. He got the guy from Benfica, and then it's him. So he goes to look under the tutelage of Michael Edwards. So he goes back to Michael Edwards sort of thing, and then Michael Edwards goes to. That's meant to be the way it works, but yeah, it ain't working at the moment. My mic sounds muffled. Let me sit away from it a little bit. There you go. I'll sit away from it a little bit. I might have been a bit closer to the mic just a second. That's all. I was leaning forward. I'll come away from the mic a little bit. It sounds all right now. It sounds quite clear to me. Trump's 80 and he's running America. Yeah, that's a good point, Good point. That's a good point, man. That's a good point. Let me know if the mic sounds okay now, guys. I've pushed the mic away from me a little bit. It might have been it might have been a bit close to me, man. It might have been a bit close to me. Big up D. Looking at figures, what wages are 40%. Run the club, Jay. That's a joke. In it, a Cockney red. Big up, Paul. Big up, guys. Thank you very much. Mike sounds good. Yeah, I just moved it away from me a little bit. I might have been a bit close. So that's interesting. Looking at more scouting. Got some Darwin Nunez news here, as well as bringing Anfield Sector and Paul Goist as well. It's been suggested any approach to Darwin Nunez will be pushed back to the summer transfer market at the earliest. Liverpool are in no mood to listen to any offers as things stand, with Nunez viewed as an important figure in the squad. So, Darwin Nunez leaving anytime soon isn't going to happen by the sounds of it, according to Paul Goist here. It's been suggested any approach to Darwin will be pushed back till the summer. Liverpool are in no mood to listen to anything as it stands, with Nunez viewed as an important figure in the football club. Big up Solo P1. Big up to you, my friend. It's interesting with the Darwin situation because of Diogo Jota, and now this might sound mental. But I'm probably selling Diogo Jota before Darwin Nunez. I'm probably going to sell Jota first. And the only reason I'm going to sell Jota first is only because of injuries. It's not because of his ability. He's a better footballer and a better player than Darwin Nunez. But Jota's injuries, like he came back last week, got a goal, looked good, only played 20 minutes. Then you find out that 2 days later that he's going to be out for a few weeks. I mean, I don't know. I can't rely on Diogo Jota. I think he's a fabulous footballer. Can't rely on the guy. I just can't rely on him. I just don't know when he's going to be fit, when he's going to be healthy. And I'm not a big Darwin Nunez fan, but I've been saying this for a while now. I think Darwin Nunez is a good impact player. Darwin Nunez makes good impact off the bench. I don't think he's a great starter, but when he plays off the bench, I think he impacts games. But then you paid £85 million for an impact player. If it was me, I'd sell both of them. In fact, fuck it, I'd sell both of them in the summer, man. I'd sell both of them in the summer, man. I'd be like, Jota, I love you, but you're never fit for me, friend. Darwin, you're a crazy motherfucker, but I've got to let you go, man, because it's just not working here. I'd let both of them go. I'd like, right, see you both later, right? Let's just get the money for you. You know, you'd probably get like, I mean, how much would you get for both of them, guys? Put it in the chat. How much would Liverpool get if they sold Jota and Darwin in the summer combined? 70 million? 70 million for both of them? 70 million for both of them? 80 million? Something like that. Jamie, do you believe the Isaac rumours? Oh, I don't know. I really don't know. Look, if we sold Darwin and Jota in the summer for around 80 odd million together, then I would go and buy Isaac. Like, I'd go to Newcastle. I'd sell Jota and Darwin. I'd go to Newcastle and go, right, let's do a deal on Isaac. We want Isaac. We got 80 million. We got 80 million here. I know you want this 150 million shit. It ain't going to happen. Let's just drop that on the edge here. You're not ever going to get him, right? We got 80 million quid here. Let's do business. 80 million hard cash, you know, all in your bank at midnight. Let's do the job, man. Let's do the job. That's what I'll probably go and do. Big up, Adam. Yeah, that's probably what I would go and do. My only thing with Isaac, again, is his fitness. If he can keep his fitness good, then he's a superstar, ain't he? He's a superstar. But yeah, I would. I would literally go for Isaac, man. And I've not always been a big Isaac fan, as you guys know. So, this was reported last night, apparently. So, Liverpool have sent several proposals to Trent Alexander-Arnold. But the offer is being deemed too low. Trent is looking for a similar salary to Jude Bellingham. Real Madrid are yet to match Trent's demands as well. And they're walking on eggshells, apparently. So, according to these rumours last night, which I don't know if they're true or not, Liverpool have sent Trent already several contract proposals. He's turned them all down, saying they're too low. He's looking for a similar salary to Jude Bellingham. And if you know anything, Jude Bellingham is on 400,000 euros a week. 400,000 euros a week. Let me just have a look. Make sure. I don't want to be wrong here, but I swear he is. Jude Bellingham's wage. Let's have a look. Right, here we go. Here we go. I'll bring this up on the screen, actually. Let me bring this up on the screen. So this is Jude Bellingham's wage here. So Jude Bellingham is on 400 grand a week. 20.8 million a year. He's also on £80,000 bonus a week, which is £4.1 million a year. So with his bonuses, Jude Bellingham makes 480,000 euros a week. That's how much Jude Bellingham earns, guys. That's how much Jude Bellingham earns. Crazy money. Crazy money. And then his bonuses are 80 grand a week. Now, if I put that into pound, we put that into pound. So Jude Bellingham, if you make it the British pound coin, Jude Bellingham makes £338,000 a week. £338,000 a week. And the rumours are Trent apparently wants something similar to Jude Bellingham, which would be 338 grand a week. Mad. Similar to Salaries, as Solo says. And that's if you don't make the bonuses. With bonuses, Jude Bellingham makes £405,000 a week. Now, if you adjust for tax, obviously, probably take about 270 home. 270 home a week if you adjust for tax. I don't believe this rumour, if I'm perfectly truthful with you. I mean, what does Trent make now? What does Trent actually make? So Trent's on 180 grand a week. Trent's on 180 grand a week with no bonuses, by the way. 0 bonuses. So Trent don't get any bonuses. Again, where does the £14 million increase come from when Trent don't even get bonuses? Yeah, this is getting it's pissing me off there. That's James Weekly YouTube earnings. Could you imagine? So he's on 180 grand a week now. If you give him an extra £100,000 a week, is it higher in the UK? Jamrock, our taxes are mad over here as well, to be fair, Jamrock. I think they get taxed 60. It's 40% over 100,000, and then I think in the millions it's 60% now. Yeah, it's quite equal. Spain and England are quite equal with the tax, Jamrock. France, I think, is the highest though. But yeah, the taxes are quite high. Taxes are quite high. Yeah, our taxes are mad. I'm just looking at the. I'm just looking at it right there, Jamrock. It says 0 bonuses. Sorry, Jamrock. I'm not making anything up, mate. I'm just looking at the website. It says 0 bonuses. He makes 180 grand week base, £9.3 million a year. 0 bonuses. He's got 1 year left in his contract. Obviously runs out in June 2025, as we know. Signed it again in 2021. Yeah, so I'm only going what the website says there, Jamrock, my friend. Yeah, our taxes are mad, Solo. They're absolutely mad, man. Absolutely mad. Yeah, so Jamrock, I'm only going by the website, man. Otherwise, I wouldn't say anything. So yeah, that's Trent's there, man. That is Trent's salary right there. Like if I show you, for an instance, I don't know, go to go to Virgil's. Another player who needs a new contract. There you go. Virgil's on 220 grand a week basic. Again, it says 0 bonuses. £11.4 million a year. You get taxed for breathing in the UK, man. So Virgil gets no bonuses according to this website. I'm only going by point. This is a good website as well. You know, Capology is quite good for all players' contracts. If I go to Salah, oh come on, you know what I'm talking about. What is this doing? Oh, God's sake! Oh, there he is. There he is. There we are. So go on Mo's. So Mo owns 400 grand a week because he has £50,000 weekly bonus. So Mo has a 50,000 weekly bonus. He earns 400 grand a week. Mo's contract is 18 million pound a year, with an extra 2.6 million pound a year. So Mo's taking home 20 million quid a year in wages. So Mo takes home 20 million quid a year in wages, because Mo always hits his bonuses. Probably Mo always hits his bonuses. So yeah, that is what Mo's apparently on. 20 million a year. That's what apparently Mo's on. Let me just go. I'll tell you. Let me have a. I don't know if they've updated Haaland's contract on here yet. Let me have a look. Yeah, they have. So they've updated Haaland's contract. As you can see with Haaland's contract, this is why I like this website, guys. This is why I like this website for wages. They give you the real deal. So weekly wage, Haaland gets 525 grand a week base, and he gets a 350 grand bonus. He makes 875 grand a week. There you go. So that's Haaland's new bonus. 525 grand base and 350 grand a week in bonuses is what Haaland makes. Making £875,000 per week, £45 million a year. Wow. That's mad. He makes in bonuses exactly the same and what Salah makes in a base salary. Do you know how mad that is? Do you know how mad that is? Haaland's bonuses is the same as Salah's basic salary. Absolutely mad stuff, man. Well, as you can see, Jamrock, you got to admit this one's true, yeah? This one's true. Because they got the 875 grand a week. I think we all believe this one. We all believe this one. That's mad wages, man. That's mad wages. I believe. Hang on. Come on. Omar Mamouche. So he's just gone to Man City. What's Omar Mamouche on? Oh, they've already stuck Omar Mamouche on 300 grand a week, basically. So Omar Mamouche has already gone to Man City. He's on 295 grand a week, 15 million a year. So almost 300 grand a week already for Omar Mamouche. Mad stuff, man. Mad stuff. Yeah, these salaries are mental, ain't they? What? Who does? Ryan Gravenberch make it Liverpool. So Ryan Gravenberch, one of the new players, makes 150 grand a week. No bonuses. So Ryan Gravenberch is on 150 grand a week. 150 grand a week. Mental. Diaz. You guys gave a shot at oh, come on. Where are you? There we go. Luis Diaz. Is that the right one? No, that's not. There you go. Is that the right one? No, that is not the right Luis Diaz, is it? Not at all. I want to know how much Luis Diaz is on. There we go. Luis Diaz is on 55 grand a week, man. Luis Diaz is on 55 grand a week. Mad stuff. No, apparently it's just wages, James. Apparently it's just wages. The 40 million increase that include subcontractors, instructive works and pitch. No, apparently it's just these salaries are estimates. Yeah, but we know a lot of these people's wages are what they are on, really, don't we? You know, it's been told that Haaland's on 835 grand a week. This is the website is called Capology, I believe. Yeah, Capology. The thing is with salaries, guys, we're never going to know the real truth on salaries because it's only what clubs put out there. You know, we're not going to know the whole bonuses. Yeah, sure. We're not going to know the whole bonus structure of a football club and all that of every player. But yeah, Luis Diaz apparently on 55 grand a week. Yeah. So I don't think we're ever really ever going to know. I don't think we're ever going to know. I don't personally think we're ever going to know about what they're really on all the time. But I think the base one pretty much could be as close as you can get. It's difficult. Guys. Yeah, it's pretty difficult. It is pretty difficult. To know, I ain't gonna lie. Oh, there we go. There we go. I don't know what you guys feel, but yeah, it's a bit mad. I had to join Liverpool. What is Isaac on? What is Isaac on? Let me have a look on here. Again, I don't. As I said, we're never going to know fully what players are on. You know, they can just be adjusted for what they feel. So Isaac's only on 120 grand a week. You know, that's why they feel like he's gettable. It's 6 million a year. So Alexander Isak's contract is only 6 million a year. That's why I think a lot of teams will try and go for Isak in the summer because his wages aren't that high. You know, his wages not that high, so you can probably maybe look to get him in. Yeah, Diaz's wages are well small. Again, with wages, you're never going to know the real thing, guys. Honestly, you're not. You're never ever going to know really the real what it really is. It's never going to be like that. You get a base salary that we can sort of know, can sort of adjust and guess. But bonuses are going to be hidden. You never know, guys. You're never going to know about bonuses really. They're always going to be hidden in the costs. Be like hitting the like button, guys. Appreciate it. Hang on a minute, guys. Kids. Damn kids, man. Just come home from school and they're a nightmare. All right, I'll be right with you guys. 1 sec. Sorry. Just writing something in. Let me just do this. Oh, for goodness sake, what is going on here? Sorry, guys, I'm just trying to do something. Apologies, I'll be right with you. Sorry about this. There we go. Sorry about that. There has to be bonuses for some of the players. Liverpool had a loss when they won. Yeah, there's got to be bonuses. Like bonuses, the thing with wages and bonuses, they're going to be hidden costs. You never go really know all the bonuses. It's really Havertz is on 295 grand a week. Honestly, that's why it plays a lot. That's why it plays. But yeah, is there any more Liverpool news? We've gone through the money stuff. We've talked about Darwin, Nunez, Trent wanting what wage he wants, which is a rumour, which I don't believe. I don't think I do in a way. Darwin Nunez not looking to be sold this January, maybe in the summer. We talked about Liverpool expanding their European scouting network. Also looking to still get a new multi-club model going. So they're still looking at that. We read down the Mo Chatra, what he wrote down on Twitter and his thread, going through everything in the Money League. Liverpool's could be opponents in the Champions League last 16, could be PSG. I don't think there's a lot else, guys. Is there anything else you guys want to, talk about from a Liverpool point of view? Let me know. I can't really see anything. Oh, here you go. According to football data site, Free Met Data, Liverpool have made £98 million so far in the Champions League, more than any other side. There you go. Let me just share this with you on the screen, guys, so you guys can get to see this as well. There we go. Hopefully you guys can see that a little bit. So, yeah, Liverpool apparently have made £98 million so far in the Champions League. This is according to this website here. Football Meets Data. Liverpool apparently made 98 million already in the Champions League. Very, very interesting. Don't know if it's all true. £200 million yacht. I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not, but hey, worth sharing. But yeah, look, off the field matters are off the field matters with this football club right now. I understand everyone's aggro and pain. It don't look like we're buying players. Contracts are not being signed. So the off the field matters are a bit of a pain in the arse, ain't gonna lie. But on field matters. On field matters where it matters at the most at the moment. Liverpool are doing extremely well, guys. We couldn't ask for anything better. We are top of the Premier League by 6 points. With that game in hand against Everton in a couple of weeks' time. We've got Ipswich at home on Saturday, another 3:00 kickoff. I am sure we should be winning that game. Arsenal are away to Wolves at the same time at 3:00 on Saturday. So after this Saturday, we will know a little bit more where this league title is going to go. Liverpool, if they beat Ipswich, will Arsenal drop points against away to Wolves? A lot of things going on. We are top of the Champions League as well. We are one game away from winning 8 out of 8 in the first ever Champions League new league stage. And that could be history making. No one will ever beat it. They can only ever equal it. But there'll only ever one be a first, and that'll be Liverpool Football Club. So history in the making for Liverpool now. Things are going well on the pitch. Things are going well on the pitch. Off the pitch, we can all have different talk about it. Contracts, transfers and all that. FSG, a £14 million gone missing. We can chat about all that till the days goes. But, on the pitch matters at the moment is where it's looking good for Liverpool. And hopefully that continues. And guys, let's hope we go and bloody win a Premier League trophy. Yeah, I'd love to sit here at the end of May and we're chatting about Liverpool Football Club, the Premier League champions of the 24-25 season. We've got a little way to go yet. We're almost in February. If we can beat Everton in our game now and go 9 points clear of the Arsenal, I think we got one hand on the trophy. It's that Everton game. The Everton game's going to be huge. That Merseyside derby, a couple of weeks' time, is going to be massive. Looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, Jamie, let you know when you're free next week. Big up Talking Reds. Yes, I will do. Big up Talking Reds. Right, Talking Reds. Where do I know Talking Reds from? Hang on 1 minute. Talking Reds. Why do I know that name? Free next week. What? Oh, it's Damo. There you go. I knew it was. There you go. I knew it because I'm so used to Damo being on the Liverpool transfer room. Sorry, Damo. Yeah. DM me on Twitter, Damo. DM me on Twitter, man. Sorry, man. I'm so used to you being on that other channel. I'm sorry, I forgot you got your own channel. Message me, man. We'll do something next week. Yeah, do that interview. That'll be class. Big up, Damo. Yeah. Damo, I'll subscribe to your channel now. Guys, go and subscribe to Damo's channel, yeah? Go and subscribe to Damo's channel. Let me put it in the chat. There you go. He's on 161 subscribers. Let's get his channel up a bit, yeah? I'm going to be on it next week. Damo wants to do like an interview kind of thing with me, which will be fun. So go and subscribe to Damien's channel. Talking Reds. Go and subscribe to it. There's the link, guys. Before we go, hit that link. Go and subscribe to it. Another Liverpool channel. As we do here, we share and subscribe to all Liverpool channels. We're all part of one amazing community. So, yeah, he's on 161 subscribers right now. Let's try and get him to 200 subscribers if we can. That'd be beautiful. So go over there and give Damo a sub, man. So he only started in October. He used to be part of the Liverpool transfer room. You might have seen him from there, the LFC transfer room back in the day. So, yeah, he's doing his own thing now, he's been his own man. So, yeah, go over there and show him some love, guys. Try and get him to 200 subscribers by the end of the day if you can. I'd really, really appreciate that, guys. And, I'll be on there next week. That'd be great. Damo, just DM me on Twitter, man. I'll chat to you then. Guys, thank you very much for joining me this afternoon. This is going to take you to Kaz's stream. I think Kaz is about to do a stream. So go to the Kaz's channel. Stay where you are. This will redirect you to Kaz's channel. Just put Jamie Phillips Raid in Kaz's video. Appreciate it. So, guys, stay where you are. You're going to be redirected to Kaz's channel. Just put Jamie Phillips Raid in it. Big up, everyone. Thank you very much. See you soon. Bye-bye.